Look at that. Just the art, the music. Ah, delicious. But you've heard me talking about me never catching something. You will figure that out in a coming episode that I already know about. Sorry, but that's the way it is, and I did want to play this game for myself, so I will try not to act on my future knowledge as much as possible, but whatever.
Luxury apartment. Wish they wouldn't advertise that.
This is based off a comic book series.
Some can sometimes be a disciplinarian.
Interesting. But this is based off a comic series, and it's which is based off of the classic Grimm's Brothers fairy tales. The story Little Red Riding Hood that you heard growing up probably didn't involve the wolf getting filled with rocks and sunk in the bottom of the river.
There's no walking on the grass, Snow White's orders. She made a sign and everything.
I might be a bit cheeky.
I'll be sure to send her an apology.
Beauty.
Hello, Bigby.
Lol.
I wasn't expecting anyone. I know this looks a little odd, but there's an explanation.
Why'd you hide when I walked up?
Well, I didn't know who it was. You can't be too careful these days.
True.
No, you can't.
Damn it, I'm late. Please, Bigby. Promise me you won't tell Beast you saw me.
Interesting.
He worries too much as it is, and it would just make my life a lot easier. Just, please.
Sure,
You promise?
I promise.
Thank you, Bigby. I'll explain it all to you later. I will, but I have to go.
You know, the moment they make you do something like that, you know that you're going to be stuck in between the two of them.
Thank you for trusting me. Really, I appreciate it, Bigby.
I know she's married, I'm just being nice. That's what I do. I tend to be a nice guy. And I'm not being a terrible, mischievous prankster of evilness. You know, I should get through the book of Fables real quick, because I do want to read these out. The renowned Big Bad Wolf. He's known for tormenting pigs and girls in red hoods, but is trying to put those dark days behind him. Bigby now acts as the Fabletown's sheriff and remains in his human form, mostly. However, due to his rough past, the citizens of Fabletown are slow to trust him. Bigby is determined to show that he's truly changed, but some instincts are just too hard to control. The Woodsman is one of the few men who went toe-to-toe with Bigby in his Black Forest days and lived to tell the tale. In an attempt to save Little Red Riding Hood, he split the great wolf's belly open with his axe, filled him full of rocks, and threw the beast into the river. To his dismay, his popularity has faded every time he is forgotten. Even his name has been forgotten. He is only known as the Woodsman. Too far. Beauty and her husband Beast once lived in an enchanted castle, but they were forced to flee the homelands in the Exodus, leaving all of their wealth behind. Now they live in a modest studio in Fabletown, New York. Though times are hard with the Beast working multiple jobs to pay the bills, the couple have the longest lasting relationship of all the Fables. Mr. Toad is the superintendent for a defunct tenement in the edge of Fabletown proper. Because he's a 3.5-foot talking amphibian, Toad is required by Fabletown law to keep his family and himself magically glamored to appear human. The problem is Toad isn't too concerned with what the law is and has to be reminded often. Fabletown is a community located on Bullfinch Street in Manhattan's Upper West Side. To regular people, or Mondays, it appears to be an ordinary New York neighborhood, but it's really home of the Fables from many worlds. And within the business office at the Woodlands lies a massive cavern, a vast library, and hundreds of magical items of immense power. All non-human Fables live upstate on the farm, an extension of Fabletown. The farm is home to Fables who cannot pass as human, giants, goblins, animals, etc. Sorry. It is located in upstate New York, far enough away from the Mondays to avoid detection. Some of its residents resent their confinement to the farm, despite its size and comforts. To them, the farm is a prison. They would be allowed to leave the farm if they could purchase a glamour, but don't have the money for something so expensive. Though some, like Colin, sneak into the city anyway. Glamours are spells that allow the user to change their appearance. They're expensive, but can be purchased by non-human Fables in order to pass for human among the Mondays. Cheap glamours can be found in the seedier parts of Fabletown, but are often unreliable and prone to sudden failure.
Flycatcher needs to dust this guy.
I hit it again. Wow, he is out, huh? And you have a coffee maker, even. How are you so wiped out when you have coffee? Then some coffee.
Been a while since I got any mail. 7th day in a row.
Well, at least you're not getting bills. Oh, King Cole lives here. I haven't actually ever seen an elevator that does that, just goes ding.
Bigby, hey, wait up. Have you seen my wife? Have you seen Beauty?
Nope, haven't seen her.
Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you. Damn it. Something's going on.
Beast and his wife Beauty left everything behind when they escaped the homelands in the Exodus. That his former wealth, Beast must pick up extra work to make ends meet. He's able to get around Fabletown without a glamour most of the time, but if Beauty gets too angry with him, he becomes more beastly by the minute, growing horns and large teeth. Despite the occasional bickering, the two are truly in love and have the longest lasting relationship of anyone in Fabletown. Phone off the hook.
Should have cracked a window.
I forget that it's so hot there right now.
Why do I even own this? Should have got a smaller one. Damn it.
Not even ice cubes. Wait a minute. It looked like... I know Bigby's brand of cigarette is Huff and Puff, and I thought those were boxes of Huff and Puff. And I don't smoke personally, nor do I know anything about it, but I wasn't aware that you needed to, refrigerate your cigarettes.
Bluebeard's file. Never trusted this guy.
Well, he's a pirate. They don't tend to be trustworthy. Did you never see Pirates of the Caribbean? Bluebeard managed to escape the homelands with his riches intact, and continues to be one of the wealthiest Fables in New York. The Fabletown government depends on his generous contributions, and he often uses this influence for his own benefit. As a former serial killer, he claims his days of decapitating his brides are over. But even if he was able to leave his violent ways in the homelands, that hasn't stopped him from making the occasional trip down Crooked Lane. There's a pig in my chair.
Hey, Colin. Get up. Hey. Hey.
We're gonna have to get violent. So, is that a painting of Red Riding Hood? Interesting.
Oh, hey, Big B. I'm in your chair, huh?
Just maybe.
I've only got the one. So yeah.
It actually sounds like a pig.
Got a smoke?
Nope. He doesn't have fingers. How would he... Interesting.
Thanks. Couple thousand more of these, we'll be even on that house you owe me.
Lol.
This has gotta stop. You can't keep sneaking off the farm like this.
The fresh air and sunshine pitch they sell you on is bullshit. I didn't escape out of the homelands to end up in some prison, okay? Don't send me back there, Big B. You don't know what it's like, okay? You haven't been there.
Don't be a pain in the ass. I'll tell you what I told Toad.
And what's that?
I can't give you a free pass.
Lectured by the big bad wolf. He must have loved that. That for me?
Nope.
The house didn't blow itself down, Bigby. That's all I'm saying. Do with that what you will. Now, I'm not saying it's reason enough for me to have definitely been offered a drink, but, it would have helped ease some of the pain you once caused me, yes? It also would have shown everyone how different you are now.
If that was all you were saying, I'd be able to get some rest.
I take it all back. This is why everyone hates you.
It wasn't murder. I was hungry.
Yeah, well, I'm hungry now. You don't see me tearing the flesh off of your bones.
But you would if you could.
Probably. But, no. Hate's the wrong word. They fear you more than anything. You ate a lot of people back in your day.
I thought we were all supposed to have a fresh start here. I
All
can't
that
change
his
the
knuckles are
past.
busted up.
Well, you can't change people's memories either. Look, I'm not saying it's
That's a
fair,
good comeback for him.
but it's real. People are scared of you. I mean, look at your hands.
Yes, just what I was saying.
Who'd you get in a fight with? A Fable, right? I'm sure you're not going around punching Mondays.
Wasn't my fault.
I get the impression you say that a lot.
You think my job is easy? You try keeping a bunch of Fables from killing each other. How do you think this all works?
I don't know. How?
By being big and being bad.
By being big and being bad. Don't say that shit in front of people. It's embarrassing. That's the attitude that gets you in trouble. I'm sure you were shitty to everyone you came across tonight.
Not everyone.
Name one.
Toad.
Mr. Toad. Okay. How are his kids doing?
He was yelling at him.
Sounds about right. Life is easier with friends, Bigby. And we live a long fucking time. I know you like this whole lone wolf thing you got going for yourself. But I've seen the way you look at Snow, okay? You're not fooling me.
Will you shut up?
Well, maybe if my throat wasn't so parched, I wouldn't have to keep talking.
Isn't that the opposite
Wait,
of how
that
that works?
doesn't
Just
make
give me a
sense.
drink, please.
Colin, enough already. I haven't slept in 2 days. I went out a second-story window, and I want to get in 2 seconds of shut-eye before I... Look, if I give you this, will you let me sleep?
Yeah, all right. Probably.
Nice guy. Where'd his cigarette go?
Thanks, Bigby.
Hope Bigby watches that. I mean, intellectually, I guess it would be the same, really, but I was licking it versus drinking it, but sorry. Chinese food. Can I go in the kitchen? Just ignore this. No. Darn. Straight in the die.
Bigby!
Snow?
Come with me.
Snow. Snow!
What? Sorry, What is it?
What happened?
I just can't get into it this second. We need to hurry to...
Hi.
Hello. Good morning. Or evening.
Yeah.
Who's that?
These walls are paper thin. We need to be careful. We'll talk outside. You knew this girl? She's not a Mundy, right? Who was she? I thought I knew everyone in Fabletown. She looks familiar.
Just a girl. We didn't have a whole lot of time to chat.
Poor Faith.
The Woodsman. He attacked her, I stepped in. And he threatened to kill us both.
No. You don't think he...
I don't think anything yet. Just give me a second.
You see why I didn't
It's
give her the
just-
money.
Terrible.
So, tell me what happened. Every detail.
I wish there was more to tell. I left the office, walked past the security desk. Luckily, he was asleep.
Grimble.
Yeah. Then I opened the door and I found her. Like this. I came to get you right away.
And that's all?
That's it. Sorry. Bigby, did one of us do this?
There hasn't been a murder in Fabletown in a long time.
All the more reason we shouldn't start a panic before we know what's going on.
Wise.
I'll have a look around. We don't have much time before people will be coming through here.
I wonder what time it is. I wonder how much sleep Bigby actually got.
What is... It's her ribbon. There's some kind of symbol here.
I don't recognize it.
Neither do I.
Faith.
Strange cut. What did this to her?
What could do something like that?
Either something very sharp or something with magic attached to it. She was placed here with some care.
What do you mean?
You can see that someone didn't just toss her here. She was deliberately placed for us to find.
What kind of monster would do this?
Ooh, blood. Blood is good. Well, not good, but...
I'm sorry. This is just so surreal. What do you want to do next?
We still have some time. I should keep investigating the area.
Okay, good idea.
Hey, Snow. You alright?
Yes, thanks. But you should hurry. We don't have much time left. We should head back inside soon.
You probably heard my controller clicking and noticed that I've been playing with button prompts. It's a thing. I am using a controller. That's how I started gaming, was first on a console. So I am
No
just more
signs that
comfortable
it's
with
been
it.
here long.
Can I pick it up? Can I just pick it up?
Yep, more blood. Someone might have gotten caught on this climbing over the fence. Blood. Still wet. Sharp enough. Just some loose trash.
There's the scrap there. I want to get the scrap.
Surprised the garbage men can even find their way here.
That's a good point, actually. Can I not get the scrap? It's right there. Grr. Can I not examine the blood? Apparently not. Anything down this way? Nope. Hmm.
Nobody there.
Would have made it a lot simpler if they'd just been hiding in the bushes, would it not? I know there's a scrap of cloth someplace. Oh, now I can do blood. Wait, where'd it go? Okay, I gotta be above it.
Blood. Drops of blood. I'd say it's been here an hour, maybe? It's gotta have something to do with the blood on the fence.
Interesting. There we go, now I can get it. I don't know what that was all about.
Fabric. Looks like jeans. Doesn't tell me much.
Okay, now I feel like I found everything. Yeah, the way he just touched that, though, I guess Fables don't worry about little things like HIV and such.
What are you doing?
Better to be thorough.
Sure, just hurry up. We don't have much time.
Nope.
We should move her before anyone shows up. We'll find out more at the business office. She'll be in the books. I'm sure of it. Bigby, do you have any idea what's going on? How did this happen? Why her?
Someone brought her in from the outside.
That makes sense. There's no signs of a struggle. But how do you know?
I found blood on the fence, back there. Someone hopped over.
Okay, good. That's solid. So, someone from the outside. Well, at least they didn't come from inside the woodlands.
I'm a detective.
I'm gonna have to tell Crane about this. As long as King Cole is gone, he's acting mayor. He needs to know. And he's going to find out anyway, so we may as well get out in front of it. It'll just be worse if he finds out we held it from him. I know you don't like him, but he's our boss. This is part of the job.
We should wait until we have more to tell him. Right now, all we know is a girl is dead. Telling Crane doesn't change that, and I've got all the motivation I need to find out who did this.
That sounds reasonable, but I don't know. I'll think about it.
I just don't want him interfering.
Crane's not what's important right now. We need to figure out who this girl was so we can find whoever did this. Take this back to Dr. Swinehart. He can take a look at it. I'll meet you at the business office.
Swinehart. I'm not familiar with Swinehart. I don't know what his story is.